Since the beginning of December 2020, Bitcoin once again set a record for growth, $19,850. In connection with this, the founder of NX Agency, Alexander Pavlotsky, shared his unsuccessful experience of investing in Bitcoin. With his permission, we published the text. I decided to tell this story because Bitcoin has once again reached its peak, and sentiments like going all in and putting everything into Bitcoin are becoming lively again. Before the winter of 2018, I thought I had the coolest head with a minimum of emotions. I read about stress resistance and thought, well, that's me. 3 months before that, I came across an interview on Tochka G, my favorite YouTube channel, with a guy who talked about the prospects of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. Thanks to the interview, I developed a powerful interest in the whole topic. Starting from September, I absorbed tons of information every day and tried to quickly grasp the subject, spending 5 to 8 hours a day on it. My plan was simple, not to invest anything until I fully understood the topic. The only problem was that while I was studying all this, the price was rising sharply. First $7,000 to $8,000, then $9,000 to $10,000 per Bitcoin. At this point, I realized that I was wasting time and needed to invest. Closer to winter, my patience finally ran out, and I started buying, first at $10,000, then $12,000, then $15,000, and even bought something at $18,000. It's impossible to resist when you see this constant growth. What's more, it was even more enticing that if you invested some amount at $10,000, it almost doubled, and the profit felt effortless. In total, I invested about $30,000 and, of course, did not believe in predictions of a decline. Moreover, I thought that if there was a significant downturn, would simply go into hodl mode and hold on to the crypto for several years until it regained its position. The main problem was that all my confidence in having a cool head and stress resistance was based on comfortable conditions and a calm life. You can't test stress resistance until you experience a massive stress. When the price started to plummet, I feverishly refreshed the statistics every minute. One day, I decided to count how many times I checked the price, and I stopped counting at 300. It was lunchtime. I exacerbated the situation by trying to trade and play short positions, buying and selling every day, hoping to profit from the positive difference, because investing significant sums without experience is generally bad, and trading with these sums is suicide. You'll simply devour yourself from the inside out. Just as I did, it all ended with a big loss. I sold the last of the crypto at $6,000, and my total losses amounted to $17,000. Now I don't regret any of it because I gained valuable experience and tested myself in truly stressful situations. But if you, like me, are considering investing in Bitcoin or another crypto, be sure to model and carefully consider a situation where your portfolio loses 90% of its value. Now I live each day interestingly, he said. It's not surprising that with such a negligible exchange rate and unclear prospects, there were few willing to buy bitcoins in the early days of the currency. The first relatively widespread interest emerged in April 2011, after the publication of an article about cryptocurrency in Forbes. By May, bitcoins were fetching $9 each, and by June, over $29. But there was one person, who prefers to call himself Mr. Smith, who invested in bitcoins back in 2010, spending $3,000 on cryptocurrency at that time. Today he has become a multimillionaire, and he still has bitcoins left. In 2008, Smith graduated from college and landed a fairly prestigious position. A software developer at a large company based in Silicon Valley. He was well regarded and fit in well with the team. It was from one of his colleagues, another tech enthusiast like himself, that Smith first heard about bitcoins in 2010. It was at a moment when the price of cryptocurrency had significantly increased for the first time, from $0.008 per bitcoin to 8 cents. The number still remained quite amusing, so only tech-savvy people like Smith paid attention to virtual money. The price jump caught my attention, but I waited a few more months before investing. I wanted to learn more about the technology behind Bitcoin first, the programmer recalls. By October 2010, the young man was ready to make a purchase. I had no idea how much to invest, but I was well paid at the time, so I settled on $3,000, Smith says. The novice investor paid just over 15 cents per Bitcoin, thus acquiring 20,000 units of cryptocurrency. At that time, such an investment was considered a shot in the dark even by Silicon Valley standards. Local experts would raise their eyebrows ironically at the mention of Bitcoin. But Smith methodically checked the Bitcoin to dollar exchange rate every few months.
Second story.
I knew from the beginning that this was a long-term game. I wanted to see how much everything could grow, he recalls. Over the next 3 years, Smith continued to work in the IT company and almost forgot about his investment until the price spikes of Bitcoins in 2013 became headline news. I couldn't believe how quickly the price was rising. It was going up by 10% every day. I was nervous, excited, but at the same time scared and puzzled, the investor recalls. When the price reached $350, meaning Bitcoin had increased in value 2,000 times compared to the time of purchase, Smith sold 2,000 Bitcoins. When the price reached $800 a few days later, he sold another batch. He ended up with $2.3 million in his bank account. It was madness. I quit my job and went on a round-the-world trip the following week, the programmer reminisces. Recently, Smith shook up his Bitcoin wallet a bit more. In total, he made $25 million from cryptocurrency, give or take. He modestly adds, current prices seem speculative to the investor, and like many, he is concerned that sooner or later the financial bubble will burst. He still holds 1,000 Bitcoins in his virtual account. There is a chance that this sum will also be exchanged for good old paper bills with Benjamin Franklin's portrait. But when the price rises to $150,000 per Bitcoin, I really believe it's possible. But it requires the involvement of governments of many countries and private companies. Speculation alone won't achieve such growth, Smith is sure. Does the investor regret selling his Bitcoins too early? After all, he could have earned much more. I have everything I ever dreamed of, Smith objects. I travel the world, visit friends, and can relax about money for the rest of my days. I'd be an idiot not to sell. It's been 4 years since Smith quit his job in Silicon Valley, and since then, he has been traveling almost continuously. He only flies first class and stays in 5-star hotels. In June, he visited Singapore, New York, Las Vegas, Monaco, Kiev, Zurich, and Hong Kong. Not a minute of boredom, admits the former programmer.
Third story.
My name is Tom. I live in a small town in southern Australia. It was an ordinary day when I first heard about Bitcoin. This idea seemed exciting to me. Everyone was talking about how you could quickly make money on cryptocurrency, and I wanted to try my luck too. I decided to invest all my savings in Bitcoin. At that time, it seemed like the right move to me. I dreamed of becoming financially independent and maybe even traveling the world. At first, everything seemed perfect. The price of Bitcoin was rising, and I felt like a winner. I thought it was the beginning of my path to success and wealth. However, reality turned out to be quite different. The sudden drop in cryptocurrency prices made me lose most of my investments. I lost my savings and faced financial difficulties. Now I understand that investing in cryptocurrency is a risky move that requires a deep understanding of the market and readiness for losses. This experience taught me the value of caution and prudence in financial decisions. After losing my savings due to the cryptocurrency crash, I found myself in a difficult financial situation, but I didn't give up. Instead of despairing, I decided to take control and start over. I began to educate myself on financial literacy and acquire new skills that could help me earn money. I started studying various investment strategies, mastered skills in online business, and began trading on more stable markets. Over time, my efforts paid off. I started earning enough to cover my losses and restore my financial stability. Moreover, the new knowledge and experience I gained along the way helped me develop as a professional and become more competent in the field of finance and investments. Although the loss of investments in cryptocurrency was a tough lesson for me, I am grateful for it because it forced me out of my comfort zone and made me truly strive. Now I realize that the key to success is not only the ability to make money but also the ability to manage it. After restoring my financial stability, I decided to return to the world of cryptocurrency with a new perspective and experience. Although the lessons of past mistakes were painful, they also became a valuable lesson for me. I decided to approach investing in cryptocurrencies more consciously and cautiously. Now I'm not just following trends or price waves, I'm conducting in-depth market analysis, studying project prospects and the features of the technologies underlying them. Moreover, I became an active participant in the cryptocurrency community, exchanging experiences with other investors, and keeping track of news and trends in the blockchain sphere. This helped me better understand the market dynamics and make more informed decisions. Although the risk is always present, I now approach investing in cryptocurrencies more confidently and consciously. For me, it's not just an opportunity to make money but also an interesting and promising world that I want to explore and understand more deeply. The financial losses my family suffered greatly affected our family life. We faced financial difficulties, had to cut expenses, and rethink our plans for the future. It was a tough time, and my family experienced a lot of stress due to financial difficulties. From my girlfriend, I heard words of disappointment and dissatisfaction. She felt that I couldn't provide us with a stable future because of my risky investments. Our relationship experienced serious tension, and unfortunately, we parted ways because of it. It was a difficult and painful decision, but we both realized that our values and plans for the future no longer aligned. However, I didn't lose heart. I used it as a lesson and motivation for a better future. Although the financial losses were significant, I decided not to let them define my future path. I used this period for self-reflection and personal growth to become stronger and more self-assured. Although the longing for her was great, I knew I needed to move forward. I couldn't dwell in the past and live in regret. Instead, I focused on restoring my financial stability and building my future with new perspectives. Yes, in the end, I managed to rise in the world of crypto. Although the first experience was unsuccessful and ended in financial losses, I didn't lose faith in cryptocurrencies. After a long break, I returned to studying the cryptocurrency market and carefully analyzing investment opportunities. I paid more attention to studying projects and technologies underlying various cryptocurrencies. Gradually, with acquired wisdom and experience, I began to make more informed investments. Additionally, I diversified my investment portfolio to mitigate risks. Over time, the cryptocurrency market stabilized, and some of my investments began to yield profits. I continued to study the market, monitor trends, and adapt my strategy to the changing situation. Thanks to persistent effort, self-learning, and learning lessons from past experiences, I was able to restore my finances and even multiply my capital. This experience taught me the value of patience, perseverance, and the ability to learn from failures. During my return to the world of cryptocurrencies, I was supported and inspired by various communities and experts in the field. I actively participated in online forums, read specialized blogs, and followed the opinions of well-known figures in the cryptocurrency sphere. Additionally, I found a mentor, an experienced cryptocurrency investor who shared his experience and knowledge with me. This mentor helped me better understand market dynamics, develop investment strategies, and taught me how to avoid common mistakes. Thanks to the mentor's advice and the support of the community, I was able to develop a more conscious approach to investing in cryptocurrencies and develop my own strategies based on fundamental analysis and technical indicators. Over time, our interaction became deeper and more productive. My mentor not only shared his knowledge and experience with me but also became a true friend and partner. We created a close partnership based on mutual respect, trust, and shared goals in the cryptocurrency and investment field. Our collaboration led to the development of successful investment strategies and joint participation in various cryptocurrency projects. We often meet to discuss the latest trends in the cryptocurrency world and exchange ideas on investment. Sometimes we organize camping trips or barbecues to take a break from work and enjoy nature. In such informal settings, we discuss not only business matters but also simply enjoy each other's company and the friendly atmosphere. One day I introduced Tom to my more successful friends in the cryptocurrency sphere. As they say, hang out with 4 millionaires, and you'll become the 5th. I knew that such interaction could be a real breakthrough for him, but I always adhere to the principle of anonymity regarding names and colleagues, so I cannot specify their names. Certainly, here's the completed story. At first, it seemed like I was being sucked into an abyss of financial losses, investing all my savings in cryptocurrency. I felt like the world was crumbling before my eyes. My financial losses were enormous, and I didn't know how to recover my position. My girlfriend probably experienced real disappointment in me. We had been together for several years, and she had always supported me in my endeavors, but when I lost so much money, she couldn't handle it and turned away. It was hard to accept, but I understood that it was a lesson I had to learn. Tom, my old friend, turned out to be the key to getting back on my feet. He offered me his help and pointed me in the right direction. Thanks to his advice and expertise, I was able to develop new strategies and get back in the game. We became close friends, and I am grateful to him for his support. Over time, we not only managed to recover my losses but also built a successful business in the cryptocurrency field. Now I understand that it's important not only to learn from your mistakes but also to find loyal friends who will support you in difficult times. My advice to anyone interested in investing in cryptocurrency is not to rush into everything at once. It's important to study the market, Develop a strategy, and be prepared for losses. It's also worth finding a mentor or friends who can help you on this journey. Despite all the difficulties, I am confident in my abilities again and ready to move forward. And, of course, I am confident that I will find true love again when the time comes.
Fourth story. My story isn't connected to Bitcoin, but there was an incident with an offline business. Last year, I decided to test my entrepreneurial skills and opened a small shop in my hometown. It was a dream that seemed achievable, to create a place where local residents could come for quality goods and personalized service, but my plans didn't unfold as I had hoped. The first few months went well, but then problems started to arise. Competition from large chain stores proved to be too strong, and the costs of renting the premises and maintaining inventory exceeded expectations. The final straw was an incident of vandalism. Someone smashed the shop window and stole expensive items during the night. I had to spend a lot of time and money on repairs and replacing the stolen goods. This unfortunate incident was a serious lesson for me. I realized that managing an offline business requires not only passion and dedication but also strategic planning and risk assessment. Despite the setback, I intend to learn from this experience and use it in the future. Yes, it was partly bad advice from friends. They were all supportive and enthusiastic when I started my business. They admired my entrepreneurial spirit and believed my shop would be a success. However, none of them had experience in running their own business, especially in the offline sphere, and perhaps didn't fully grasp all the challenges and risks entrepreneurs can face. Now that I've looked at my experience from a different perspective, I realize that I didn't conduct enough analysis and didn't assess the risks properly. I got too caught up in enthusiasm and dreams of success without considering what could go wrong. However, it was also an experience that helped me grow and learn. I understood the importance of not only listening to friends' advice but also conducting my own research, analyzing the market, and making informed decisions. Yes, running an online business nowadays seems like a more attractive and promising alternative. After the failure of my offline business, I decided to pivot to the online sphere. This decision wasn't just because of potentially lower costs and less risk but also because of the vast opportunities the internet provides. I started exploring various online business models and eventually found a niche that suited my interests and skills, and began developing my online business. Transitioning to an online platform allowed me to minimize the costs and issues I faced in the offline business. Moreover, I discovered that I could reach a much larger audience and expand my business due to the global accessibility of the internet. Although transitioning to an online business also has its own challenges, such as competition and the need to master new technologies, I felt it was a more suitable and promising path for me, and with each passing day, I'm learning something new and growing my business, aiming to reach new heights. Of course, I can share my experience. When I was just starting my journey in online business, I faced many questions about how to promote my business online. Here are a few tips that may be helpful for beginners. Creating quality content. One of the key aspects of a successful online business is creating quality and valuable content for your target audience. This could be articles, videos, infographics, and other formats of content that will help attract attention and engage your audience. Social media marketing. Actively using social media to promote your business can also be effective. Create profiles on social media platforms, update them regularly, post interesting content, and engage with your audience. Email marketing. Collecting email addresses from your audience and sending out regular newsletters can help retain customers and increase sales. Offer subscribers valuable content, special offers, and updates about your business. Affiliate marketing. Consider partnering with other brands or influencers in your niche. Affiliate marketing can help you reach a new audience and increase your visibility online. These methods can be a good starting point for promoting your online business. Remember that success comes with hard work, patience, and adapting to the changing market demands. After the failure of my offline business, I realized that my future lay in the online sphere. I decided to focus on developing my online store and make the most of all the opportunities the internet offers to attract customers. Initially, I continued to work solely with my online store because it allowed me to minimize costs and scale the business faster. I improved the website, expanded the product range, and implemented new marketing methods to attract more customers. However, over time,
as my business became successful and generated stable income, I decided to diversify my activities. I began exploring opportunities to expand into other areas of online business. This could involve creating additional online stores in different niches, developing my own brand, or launching digital products and services. I also actively researched opportunities to scale my business through e-commerce platforms, considering options to expand into new markets and collaborate with other online entrepreneurs. Thus, while I started with an online store, I gradually expanded my capabilities and diversified into various areas of online business. This experience taught me flexibility, entrepreneurial thinking, and a constant desire for growth and development. Currently, I have no plans to return to offline business. The online sphere provides me with plenty of opportunities for growth and development, and I am focused on making the most of them. Online business allows me to operate more flexibly, minimize costs, and better reach my target audience. Additionally, it provides a wide range of marketing and analytics tools that help me make informed decisions and effectively manage my business. Perhaps in the future, I may have the desire to try myself in the offline sphere again, but currently, I am focused on developing my online presence and striving to achieve new heights in this area. I continue to communicate with friends who believed in me and supported me throughout all my entrepreneurial endeavors. Their support has been an important source of motivation and inspiration for me, and I am grateful to them for their faith in me. Regarding those who gave me bad advice or hindered my business, I try not to hold grudges. I understand that everyone makes mistakes, and sometimes people cannot foresee all the consequences of their actions or advice. Instead of harboring anger or resentment, I prefer to learn from past experiences and move forward, striving for new achievements. My story encompasses both offline and online businesses, and I can confidently say that each of them has brought me unique lessons and experiences. Starting with an offline business, I invested a lot of energy and resources into creating my store. Despite initial hopes, the business did not meet my expectations due to a number of factors, including inadequate attention to marketing and competition from other local enterprises. However, the lessons learned from this experience were invaluable. I realized the importance of effective marketing and creating a unique product to attract customers. Additionally, I realized the need to carefully study the market and analyze competitors before making key business decisions. Transitioning to online business was a natural consequence for me. I realized that in the online environment, I have more opportunities to expand my business and attract customers. Digital marketing strategy became my top priority. I deepened my knowledge in areas such as SEO, social media, and content marketing to attract more visitors to my website. Thanks to the online store, I expanded my audience and reached new markets that were previously inaccessible to me. It also gave me the opportunity to improve the user experience and offer a wider range of products. Currently, I am focused on developing my online business, and I do not feel that I will return to offline entrepreneurship in the near future. Although the experience with offline business was valuable, I have seen more opportunities for growth and development in the digital environment. In the world of online entrepreneurship, there are endless opportunities for creativity and innovation, and I want to remain at the forefront of this process. At the same time, I do not forget my friends and the support they have provided me. We continue to maintain friendly relations, and I am grateful to them for being with me in all my entrepreneurial endeavors. Together, we exchange experiences and ideas, which helps us grow and develop in our business.